feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football. And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Washington! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at it. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. It'll be a run on third and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whitaker. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Hauls it in. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Working the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Santiago. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. That pass is well on target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area,
taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown Trojan. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Husky. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Looking for room at the 40. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, USC. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make it.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense at an empty set. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Farrell. Wide open to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. run from the shotgun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Third down play from the gun. A little release to the back. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's loose. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. From the gun. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got room to work. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on second down. complete. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Comes from the 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw time running short in the half. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Off the play fake. Right on the money. Inside the 40. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Toss the fire on second down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Whitaker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Got a man. It's Frost. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, the bad news on that play is they did not get the first down. The good news, though, luckily, the fumble went out of bounds, so they maintained possession because that could have been disastrous for the offense.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. This quarterback part of their running game. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, but just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On target over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, Stewart brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back line.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have every... on the same page. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole.
There he goes! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys and get...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Washington right back to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down, using the quick game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Pulls and fires complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Quick spin on the ride. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wants to throw it. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. You could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, he just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Direct snap. good gain before the stop is made.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were down into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Here's a heat. It's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.